My name is Mary Margaret with Acuity, and today I'm going to be answering all of your frequently asked questions about the Research and Development Tax Credit. What is the Research and Development Tax Credit, and why is this credit so important to businesses? A lot of companies either don't know about this credit or don't think that they can qualify. People assume that R&D implies cutting-edge innovation, white lab coats, but that's not the case from the tax perspective. The definition according to the IRS is so broad. This credit is available to companies developing facets of their business, like processes, techniques, computer software, formulas, inventions, products, anything that gives new or improved functionality, performance, reliability, or quality to their business. How do you calculate the R&D tax credit? There are two separate calculations on a federal level. Most states have their own calculation methodology too, offering a credit to offset state tax liability. Regardless of calculation, all states consistently follow the federal R&D qualification guidelines. You can also check out one of our webinars with Claire's R&D for further guidance on getting your R&D tax credit. We'll link to the webinar in the description of this video. How much is the R&D tax credit? So the federal credit can be roughly estimated at 6.5% of qualified research expenses. In Georgia, it can be up to 10%, which is a good example of Georgia being a tax-friendly state. The credit can be used to offset payroll taxes, income taxes, or AMT depending on specific characteristics of the company claiming the credit. What qualifies for an R&D tax credit? Who can claim the R&D tax credit? And why don't some companies qualify for it? So these are all great questions. Using contractors who aren't located in the United States is a big one. Research and development must be US-based to maximize the tax credit. We also sometimes see companies who have received some type of government grant to do the research and development who do not qualify for the credit. What are the main challenges for companies trying to claim the R&D tax credit? The most common big one that we see is thinking that they can do it on their own. While we have guidance on what the IRS wants to see, there are no specific requirements. Again, the definition is so broad. That's why it's so beneficial to leverage an expert. With an expert, they know what documentation is needed, they understand how things should be set up, and they have the experience to help companies take full advantage of the R&D tax credit. What are some R&D tax credit examples? The credits you can qualify for depend on the industry. For example, your startup could qualify if you're in the apparel, food and beverage, healthcare, or technology industry, just to name a few. Is research and development tax deductible? Yes, but the tax deduction is separate from the R&D tax credit. You can deduct your expenses like normal on your tax return, but the R&D tax credit is a benefit above and beyond the deduction. And if you have any other questions about the distinction between a tax credit and a tax deduction, we do have an FAQ video that we've made that answers just that question. We hope this video helped answer all of your questions about the R&D tax credit. If you have any other questions, please drop a comment below. We're happy to answer. And if you enjoyed this video, we have many more videos like this already on our YouTube channel and more to come. So subscribe to our channel, linked below in this description. Follow us on social channels, also linked below. And don't forget, if you need an R&D tax expert, we're happy to help. Reach out on our website at acuity.co.